Hey there, Java Beans, and welcome to Gacha, where we review video game commercials and trailers from a marketing perspective. Now, you might be asking yourself, with this new series coming up, this being the very first episode of it, why would I care about marketing? My channel has been about artsy essays on video games and their potential for philosophy and big ideas. Well, the reason I care about marketing is because marketing is modern day sophistry. It's all about getting you to believe something about a product as a solution or as a story of something to invest yourself. It is exactly the idea of making the weaker argument stronger, and I find that really fucking hilarious. And at the end of the day, though it seems like a very complicated thing to do, marketing really just comes down to 3 types, and I'll put them up on screen right now. There you go. So if you're new to the channel, welcome, glad you made it. If you have been a fan of the channel for a long time, irashaimase! Because that's what you get if you have been subscribed to the channel. You get to be greeted very aggressively in Japanese. So I figured to start this series off, we need to do something just plain old fun. So I decided to bring up some really old Nintendo Entertainment System commercials. Now these aren't trailers for games, these are commercials for the Nintendo Entertainment System. We're going to go ahead and watch them, review them, and see what kind of marketing they're using, what kind of tricks they're using to try to get children in the 80s to buy what was at the time a glorified electronic toy. So you ready? So am I. 3, 2, 1.
Will you be the one to witness the birth of the incredible Nintendo Entertainment System?
It's
The one
Rob.
to play with Rob, the extraordinary
The
video
birth
robot
of the
battery
Nintendo
on
Entertainment
help you
System.
tackle even the toughest challenge. Will you be the first to raise the incredibly accurate zapper and play games?
Okay, hold on. We've already been hit with some rapid fire, some rapid fire different value associations. That's marketing type 2, value associations. For one, they said the birth of the new Nintendo Entertainment System, so I guess they're trying to associate the value of a new beginning, but at the same time also cue into themes of motherhood, which is weird because they immediately switch all the way to accuracy, power, and success. This is skill that needs to be mastered, and then go straight to a light gun game, which is just perfect in my opinion. All right, bring it back.
Like Duck Hunt or action-packed Hogan's Alley and high-flying Kung Fu, each sold separately. Will you be the one to experience the Nintendo Entertainment System? Comes with Rob, Zapper, Control Deck, 2 controllers, Gyromite, and Duck Hunt.
Okay, it's also trying to give you a sense of clout, right? So you hit this expression of there's skill to be mastered here, and then at the very end they swoop in with marketing type number 1 to tell you that there's quality, there's value for your dollar by saying you get the little Rob toy, you get the light gun, Duck Hunt as a game, and you get all these things in the package. On the off chance that a parent is actually watching and goes, oh, my kid doesn't need that. Oh, actually, it's a pretty good deal for a toy. Let me get that for him. That's pretty good. All right, next commercial.
What will the future bring from Nintendo?
Oh, this one's classic. The future.
More hits like The Legend of Zelda. Sports hits like ice hockey.
Ice hockey is extremely futuristic. Don't let everyone tell you different.
Classics and more like Excite Bike and RC Pro-Am, and you can play them only on the Nintendo Entertainment System. Now you're playing with power.
Okay, all right. The playing with power thing is classic Nintendo marketing campaign because it's like a catchy slogan that you'll remember. That's more of marketing type 3, something that sticks in your memory. Yeah, it would be type 3A, something that is memorable, but it's fairly unintrusive. What this commercial really was about was let's make you think that Nintendo is about being on the cutting edge. It's about being more modern than the average person. And what makes this absolutely hilarious is that not only are they saying that the Nintendo Entertainment System will modernize you, but that as a part of that, you're going to be playing Nintendo classics? And it's like, wait, which are we doing? Are we being modern or are we being classic? Doesn't matter. We're going to sell you on the idea that this is the future. They didn't market themselves as modern quite as well as, say, the iPhone did a few years later. I guess it's actually quite a few years later. Never mind. Forget what I'm talking about. I don't know what I'm talking about. Let's do one more, shall we?
Did you see the latest Nintendo newsletter?
Whoa, nice graphics. I'd like to get my hands on that
You mean you haven't?
Okay, hold on. I don't know how many of you remember this commercial, but I did see this commercial a couple times growing up. I don't know how, because this was still before my time, but like, there is some subliminal innuendo being sold to parents on this, because we've got teens looking at this magazine and it's like kind of a cool guy, kind of a nerdy guy, but he's clearly trying to sell the idea that they're looking at this magazine the same way you'd look at like a Sports Illustrated pinup. He's like, whoa, look at those really big graphics. I want to get my hands on those graphics. Gosh, it's so freaking cringe. Alright, sorry, replay.
Get it yet? We can play it on my Nintendo Entertainment System.
It's The Legend of Zelda, and it's really rad. Those creatures from Ganon are pretty bad. Octoroks, Tektites, Levers, too.
It's the 90s, so you gotta rap.
Yeah, go Link, yeah, get Zelda. Awesome.
God, it sounded horrible.
Entertainment system. Your parents helped you hook it up. The Legend of Zelda sold separate.
Good lord, they even went wicka wicka. Oh man, I wish rapping were that easy nowadays. I wish you could just say wicka wicka and be considered a good rapper. Good lord. Alright, so what did we learn here today? We basically learned that 80s Nintendo commercials were cringe. I guess maybe this one was closer to the 90s, but good lord. I guess what we can take away from these early Nintendo Entertainment System commercials is that either you want to tell people that you're modern, that you're powerful, or, as we'll see as a recurring theme, you can kind of look at boobs. That's gonna be pretty much like 90% of marketing in this age. But, you know, we have plenty more that we can look through. I've only gone through like a minute and 30 seconds worth of commercials already, and there's so many more. I know I said that would be the last one, but let's do one more. Why not? Why not?
Challenge is Metroid. The power is Nintendo.
Alright, so we've got another Nintendo Power commercial.
Or destruction. Do battle or die. Metroid only from Nintendo. Play Rad Racer.
Oh wow, these are actually just kind of rapid fire, aren't they?
Treacherous tracks, hot cars, hairpin turns.
So all of these ones are really just kind of selling themselves on
Only from Nintendo.
being cool. Like they want you to associate the value of these games have a cool experience for you.
To play the Nintendo Entertainment System.
And then we've got Rob coming back in there. And this one's pretty straightforward. It's just selling the actual quality of the product by saying that it's really fun. It's showing two guys. They're having fun. Oh, this here is marketing type 3 though. Something, just a crazy visual of your house flying off of its foundation and rocketing into the sky. That's marketing type 3. That is like an image that is weird and strange and over the top that they want you to stick in your memory and associate that with Nintendo. Nintendo will make your house rocket up into the sky. Obviously, no one's actually saying that it will, but if that image gets stuck in your mind, if you go, oh dang, remember when that house went off into the sky? That's Nintendo. Then when you're in the store, you're more likely to think about Nintendo and buy a Nintendo. Good lord. Okay, I don't think we're going to top that one this episode, but we're definitely going to come back. We're going to watch more of these in the future. But let me know what you think. I've only watched 2 minutes and 30 seconds worth of commercials, and I'm already having a hell of a time. I'm having so much fun. I hope you are too. If you think this is a good format, if you want to see more of this, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe so you can become a Java Bean, and you can also support the channel over on patreon.com/SocraTetris, just like our Dark Roast producer Noah West is doing. And if you want to be like Noah, you can get your name shouted out in the end credits of these videos as well. Thanks for stopping by, and stay true.